All right, good afternoon, Nikau. Just going to go over just a simple tutorial on how to set up your inner and outer portrait. So you're going to get your final piece on cartridge paper. If you look on the top here, there's a little black line, and that's supposed to be the top of your head. So that means that your top of the head has got to start from there and come down and join your ears, okay? First, take a pencil, do it on the inside of your hand like this. So this is a natural curve. Start from the top, use a pencil and lightly draw down as best as you can, trying to reach your ears. Turn the page around, start from your ears and do the same thing. Nice and lightly draw in with your pencil, and that's your outline going to the top of your head. Notice it's not perfect on both sides, but that's okay. This is the general shape of your head. From here, you are going to add your hair. Depending on what type of hairstyle you have, you might have a part, you might have a fringe, you might have long hair coming out here, you might have hair coming down the side. Okay, so feel free to add hair. So I'm gonna add a bit of hair here. I like long hair, so I'm gonna add. So from the top here, I'm gonna add my hair. It's gonna go past my head. It's gonna come down. Again, nice and lightly. Same thing on the other side. Go down and follow my head. Right, I'm gonna have a bit of a part. I'm gonna start my part from up here, and it's gonna go over here. So that's my part, and I'm gonna do the other side. Right. So there we go. Doesn't have to be perfect. You are doing it as best as you can. Once you've got your general shape of it done, that's your hair. Now you have to use your draft to lay out the drawing. If we look at our face, the top of our eyes are above our ear, okay? And our eyes line up with where our ears are. So imagine there's a line going across here, top of my ear, top of my ear. If there's a line there, that's where my eye is going to sit, okay? So I'm going to put my eye here. Remember, we're not drawing it small, we got to draw it big. Doesn't matter if it's not like real size. Bigger it is, the better it is. Okay, I'm going to draw it big. I'm going to start on one side, and it's going to go on to the other side. Right. That's top of my eye. And the bottom. On the bottom of my eye, it's a shallower curve. Right. Right, so I'm going to draw it as best as I can. Right. Remember, this is our outer self on the left hand side, so this is what it looks like in real life. I've got my eye, and then I'm going to put my eyelids in, and I'm going to draw the iris, so the circle of my eye. I'm going to draw in the middle here. It's going to sit on that line. All right, and then another. Right. And then from here, I might add in my eyelids. Right, so that's the center of my eye. That's the outer edge, and that's my eye. Right, roughly like that. Doesn't have to be perfect, as best as you can. Next, I'm going to move to my nose. Remember, our nose is going to go, my nose reaches the bottom of my ears. So imagine there's a line here, bottom of my ear. My nose is going to go from this line to here. Okay, so where this top line is to the bottom line, that's the size of my nose. All right, you can do any type of nose that you like. It doesn't have to be a perfect one. Right. So it's got to go all the way up to the top here, coming down. All right, there you go. That's roughly your nose. And now your lips. Divide halfway between the bottom, this line here, and the bottom of my chin. I'm going to put a line here that's halfway. My lips are going to be in there, okay, roughly. Okay, now that's my lips. I'm going to make it, oops, made it too big. That's all right. If we make it too big because we're sketching with a pencil, make it small. And line between the top lip and the bottom lip. Right, so that's your setup for your outer self. Right, remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, but we just want things nice and big. So from here is when you're going to decide what you're going to fill in here. Mr. Chin lived in Japan before. It's something important to me. Japan's flag is a circle. I might do that for my eye. Remember, a similar size to my eye and the Japanese flag. All right, I might do that. All right. And I do a martial art that's called Iaido, so I use a Japanese sword. A sword is curved. I might put my sword into here. So that's my sword. I use the natural curve of the hair as my sword. Remember, you're trying to think about things that make up you. Right. Now, I love the night sky and I love stars. So I might include the night sky into here. I might have the moon and some stars. And I like the Japanese flower, the cherry blossom. I might do that as a flower. And I love rainbows. I might do a rainbow for my nose. I might do my color going in. This is a rough outline sketch for me to do my colors. All right. So as you can see, everything I've drawn on here is nice and big. There's nothing small. Even the stars, I'll try to make it a little bit bigger, right? So it's not so small. So when it comes time to color in, I've got nice, beautiful things to color, right? I've drawn it in pencil first in case I make a mistake. I can rub it out. All right. So a lot of you have done your draft, so you might think about how you're going to lay out your picture. Remember, use the things that you learned from your pepeha. And you can think about shading in and drawing the things big. All right, have fun.